Between all of these types, there is also the variation of open and closed back headphones. According to Axel Grell, Sennheiser's chief engineer who has been designing headphones for Sennheiser since 1991, optimal bass response requires an airtight seal around and in the ear, but while closed back headphones have slightly better bass response, open back headphones have more consistent bass response. For in-ear monitors, the length, diameter, and curvature of your ear canal affect how you perceive frequencies above 2000 Hz, depending on how average your ear canal shape is. All of this having been said, the different driver types all still have the same primary goal, so measuring their performance is the most important step to determining their quality. When it comes to headphone measurements, everyone seems to agree that one measurement is most important: frequency response. A frequency response curve is a measurement of frequency versus volume. According to Tyle Hertzens, writer for Inner Fidelity with over 20 years of experience in studying headphone measurement, the goal is to achieve a flat frequency response. Hertzens explains the difficulty of measuring headphones since they have to be measured the way they are used, on a head with two microphones in two ears. He explains that in the process of traveling from speaker to the microphone or ear, the signal is changed and what may have once been flat is no longer flat. Plus, our ears don't interpret the loudness of frequencies evenly across the spectrum, so the goal is to hear a flat response, not produce it. Currently, there is no industry-wide standard for a curve that will end up flat when heard. Different parts of the ear are responsible for amplifying different frequencies as well, and there is a variance from one person's ear to another. These add to differences while recording with a mic and when listening to your ears. A standard for frequency response is called an HTRC, or Headphone Target Response Curve. Headphones also have to replicate the direction from which the source sound is coming, which can be partially accomplished by simply using stereo imaging, but also requires more complex techniques. Therefore, the perceived direction and room effects of the sound will also change how the response is interpreted. Historically, there have been two eardrum response curves, free field and diffuse field, or FF and DF. FF is basically made for listening to a speaker directly in front of you in an anechoic chamber, and DF is basically when you are enveloped by sound in a reverberant environment. The current project for standard HTRC is the Harman Target Response Curve, which is the goal of headphones, in which the goal of headphones is to sound like high-quality speakers. The idea is to compare a raw frequency response for headphones to the Harman Target Response.